Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Phone Arena and you're watching the video review of the Lenovo K900. The K900 is Lenovo's flagship device with a huge 5.5-inch screen, a 13-megapixel f1.8 camera and powerful internals. It is priced at $32,999 in the Indian market. Is the K900 a worthy flagship for the price? Let's find out. The design of the K900 is flat and devoid of rounded corners like other phones. It hence looks like a dark slab with a slightly curved back for a comfortable fitting into human hands. The phone is primarily made of two materials, brushed stainless steel which covers a part of the back and polycarbonate plastic which acts as the phone's frame. Boasting a solid build, the phone is just 6.9mm thick and weighs 162 grams. Although the weight is not much of an issue here. In fact, the phone feels light. Only issues we found were of wear and tear over prolonged usage, with a peeling logo sticker and a scuffed up stainless steel back. The front of the phone is completely covered by Corning Gorilla Glass 2 with the earpiece, 2-megapixel front-facing camera and the sensors on top, and the capacitive Android shortcut keys home, menu and back below the 5.5-inch display. The right side houses the power lock switch and the micro SIM pull-up tray which requires the inbox tool to eject. Present on the left is the volume rocker and you can clearly notice the demarcation between the polycarbonate frame and the stainless steel back. The top is left flush, which is a good design decision for a huge phone, and the bottom has the 3.5mm audio jack, the primary microphone and the micro USB port with the USB OTG functionality. Over the top left on the back is the 13-megapixel rear-facing camera with dual LED flash and the secondary microphone for noise cancellation and during stereo video recording. Below the camera is the Lenovo logo and way below is the Intel Inside logo. The loudspeaker is present at the bottom right of the back and is loud and clear. The display is a 5.5-inch IPS panel with a full HD 1920 by 1080 resolution. It is very pixel dense at 400 ppi and has great viewing angles. It is definitely one of the better displays we have used. The 13-megapixel rear-facing camera takes great shots in daylight as well as low light. The camera app called the Super Camera has special camera modes, some of the noteworthy being HDR, weak light, panorama and burst modes. There are also these extension lenses that bring Scalado's utilities like perfect group shot and remove, along with lenses for a standard GIF and a moving GIF. There are a lot of inbuilt filters too, and extensive options for controlling each and every aspect of the stills camera. The phone can record full HD videos at 24 frames per second with stereo audio, and the quality is quite good. The electronic image stabilization option marginally reduces the shake using the cropping technique. You can check out the stills and video samples including a demo of the camera UI in our camera review. The phone is powered by Intel's Clover Trail Plus SoC with a dual-core Intel Atom processor. The hyper-threaded processor can go up to 2 GHz in the turbo mode, and its graphics are powered by the dual-core PowerVR SGX 544 MP2 chip clocked at a high 533 MHz clock rate. The performance is overall very good with games performing really well in our tests. The benchmarks were quite low though, but we feel that it is due to the lack of optimization on Intel's side, as in some of the benchmarks it was quite high. Also, we felt that the phone overheats when under stress, which is quite normal, but because of the device's thin profile, the heat was apparent, especially during gaming. The phone comes with 2 GB of RAM, out of which 1.97 GB is available for the system. On a fresh boot, you get about 56% of the RAM free, but it rapidly fills up thanks to the default launcher, which makes it a bit laggy overall. But it was perfectly fine when using a third-party launcher. The internal storage is rated at 16 GB, out of which around 11.5 GB is available to the user. But the lack of a micro SD slot might make it inadequate for music and movie lovers. Coming to the software, the Lenovo K900 runs on Android 4.2.1 Jelly Bean. Lock screen widgets, notification quick settings and Daydream that are part of Android 4.2 are present here, but inside Lenovo's own custom UI. Called the Magic Desktop, the launcher has overgrown icons and clumsy widgets, and simple actions like adding a shortcut to a screen are pretty hard. While it provides plenty of options for customization like a ton of effects for the home screen and the app list, the additional toggles on the notification bar, the quick actions for SMS notifications, it still leaves much to be desired in terms of polish and stability. The settings screens are arranged in three with common settings on the first pivot, the Lenovo specific gestures, notifications and ringtone settings on the second, and all the other Android level settings on the third. Some of the noteworthy additions are the options in the feature settings, like the granular control to every app's notification, options for turning device specific gestures on or off, and settings for the notifications panel and the toggles. You can also set different themes on this device, but the lack of pre-installed ones or the custom themes on the internet were discouraging. While some of the pre-installed apps like the Contacts Manager with a lot of options to export, import contacts to every medium imaginable, a feature-rich file manager, some utility apps like Flashlight, Sound Recorder, the stereo FM radio with recorder were decent and worked well, but there were also some rogue apps like the Super Gallery which crashed on long press, and then some ridiculous looking apps like the calculator. The default browser resembled a lot of Chrome in looks as well as performance, and has a nice full screen mode. Apart from the usual Google apps, various other third-party apps like AccuWeather, Facebook, Kingsoft Office, Skype and UC Browser were pre-installed. The 2500 mAh lithium polymer battery on the K900 is non-removable, but it easily lasts for a day under moderate to heavy usage. And with the pre-installed Lenovo Power app, it is easy to make it last longer. The Lenovo Power app has control over each and every battery draining feature and lets you customize your own battery mode for optimal battery life. It also has smart mode switching based on power scenarios, much like a full-fledged PC, which is welcome for phones like these. In the end, the K900 is a noteworthy flagship device from Lenovo. It has an insanely thin and solid build, a great display for media consumption, a superb camera that takes usable low-light shots. It also has fast performance for most tasks and a good battery life. However, issues like wear and tear, huge form factor, overheating, the lack of a micro SD card slot, and the lack of polish and stability of the Lenovo UI and some default apps should be taken into consideration. But if you can compromise with the issues stated above, the Lenovo K900 is a great phablet flagship worthy of your money. And that's not it yet. Do check out the full review of the K900 on our blog for an in-depth look into the device. Do hit the like button if you like this video and do subscribe to the Phone Arena YouTube channel for more video reviews like these. Thanks for watching.